just in your own understanding, or also in your own perspective, the difference between grants and loans? Maybe to the young people are watching,
Yeah.
where is exactly the line
Yeah.
between grants and loans?
I'm not a financial expert, so I'm going to leave that to my financial experts.
Okay, fantastic. Because so many people feel, okay, all this is given. We don't really understand. We hear that
Yeah.
this amount of money has been given as a grant to the Kenyan government by the
Yeah.
UK government. We don't really get to know how even this will be accounted for.
Yeah.
But maybe also just from your side, definitely so many young people also worried about the criteria that is used
Yeah.
to identify the projects which are funded by your own government. Do you know
Yeah.
of any?
So the criteria are, so we look at a project where there is a need, and then if there's, we'll put out for a tender, and then we'll evaluate those tenders, those companies, those people who want to apply. Very strict rules around value for money. Okay. Absolutely no whiff of corruption or money taking hands at all. The UK government has a very strong line against this. So if we're aware of any UK companies, for example, who are doing things that they shouldn't be, they will feel the wrath of the law in the UK, because that is not what the UK is about. We're about transparency, accountability, quality, reliability, and we don't do direct grants, as I say, to the government, but we work with partners on the ground, usually through NGOs, and usually through trusted partners. There's rigorous monitoring and accountability of both the finances but also the quality. And it's like your first viewer was saying there, they hear about sums of money that are going in, but what's the outcome at the other end? And I think we've got much better at measuring outcomes. So, for example, over the best part of a million women have been supported in family planning. By the UK over the last decade. And family planning actually is a really big deal. At the moment, Kenya's population is about 48 million. By 2065, which is not that far away, it's 44 years away.
Not far away.
So, it's far away in our own lifetimes, but it's not that far away.
For a life of a country.
For a life of a country, yeah.
Yes, sure.
The population then will be more than double. It'll be 115 million people on current plans. And actually, Kenya can't afford to sustain 115 million people. When you look at the levels of unemployment and the need for job creation now, and then more than double that, fundamental things have to change. And one of those is about empowering women and their partners to plan their families.
Okay.
So they can have the number of kids that they want. And the more economically empowered a family is, actually the fewer number of children they tend to have.